Hi guys, it's Silviana. Hey, I've decided to make this video for those of you that want to become traveling surgical technologists. I'm new at traveling, and when I decided to start traveling, I started looking for some information on YouTube or different places, and I didn't really find too much. So I'm really hoping that this can help you make your first step. Okay. Along the way, I'm gonna make a few more videos regarding different topics on traveling. But for right now, I hope this can help you with initiating the process. Okay, so there are 5 things that I consider extremely important initiating the process. Okay, the first thing is for you to find a traveling agency that fits your needs and does certain things a certain way that you like. Okay. I found my traveling agency um, through, I believe, Google. Okay, that's actually my main go-to thing. And I contacted them, then they start contacting me, and then I looked for some, excuse me, for some information on Facebook, trying to connect with different people traveling. And when I start showing interest in potentially traveling, I start being contacted via Facebook, instant messaging, um, by all of these recruiters. So it's a big pool of recruiters out there. As you probably already know, there is a huge shortage of surgical techs nationwide. There is a huge shortage of nurses. So I'm going to focus on surgical techs for this particular part. So find find the company that you click with. Sometimes you click with a specific recruiter. Maybe they were nice to you. Maybe they told you what you needed to hear, something that works for you, and maybe they have great benefits. Maybe they have great little things that work for you. So I love mine. Okay, I am with one company. Some people do sign up with different companies, and um, they get to benefit differently. Um, Bigger pool of jobs, I guess. It's one of the main benefits. But I will stay with one for right now. I mean, it's hard enough for me to handle one, but um, let alone to go for a couple. Um, all right. So I want you to think of you connecting with your company of choice via email, via phone calls. You're going to talk to your recruiter. You're going to have somebody designated to communicate with you and initiate the process. Okay. Most likely, you'll receive an email with a lot of things to do. And I really do hope by now you have a little folder set aside with all of your immunizations, your resume, your physical, your PPD, your drug test, if you have a recent one, um, different things, your certification, okay, proof of previous employment is something that some companies ask for, letters of recommendations. Put them all in a folder, and when your company is asking for all of this, start scanning it to them. Okay, this process for them to clear you takes, well, for me, it took about 3 weeks. Okay, so I'm thinking it could take longer, it could take less, depends on the company, depends on how fast you are providing that information. So that is number one, sign up with a traveling agency. Okay. Step 2, once you sign up and you are clear to access their data, okay, start looking for jobs. Okay. just browse the entire country. Remember, there are states that requires an extra license for you to work in them. Remember, there are states that are mandating surgical techs to have their certification not expire. Remember, there are different time zones, different weather, different things. Winter is not the same in Nevada, where I'm at. It's not the same in Nevada like it is in Michigan. Okay, think about these little things and start searching for jobs, break down what is it that you need, and maybe, I don't know, write down maybe 5 of them. Okay, usually, from what I know, when I say usually, it's from what I also heard, not just from my experience, but they ask you to also apply for 5 jobs at least. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, you see, when you are with a traveling agency, you don't have to fill those applications up anymore. I hope I'm not wrong on this, but I didn't have to do that. Okay, I did all my paperwork with my agency. My agency start sending all these applications and my immunizations, and they sent me for a drug test. They did my background check and all of this stuff. They kind of took the lead on it. I was just following what they needed me to do. All right. So you don't have to fill up those applications. You don't have to go through those painful pages that go on forever and you say the same thing again and again and again. They do it for you. Pretty cool, right? You're just gonna say, I want this job, I want this job, this job, this job, I'm interested, and they do the work for you. Okay. My experience was that I applied for 9 jobs. I was a little bit too excited, I guess. I applied for the 9 jobs actually. And I got a phone call the next day from my recruiter saying, guess what? They want you in. And they moved pretty fast. It was like an overnight response. I'm thinking, because of my experience with transplants, that could be one, vascular. But the experience that I had on my resume, it was something that the hospital needed at the moment. Okay, so right now I am on my first assignment. It's in St. I did say I'm not gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm in St. Louis. I'm at SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. It's an amazing place to work for. I love the people that I met here. So I started a couple of weeks ago. I started on October 17. Today is November 20, so 20th of 2022. So I started a couple of weeks ago, and my main assignment was with transplants, and I do all kinds of things, not just transplants, but I do all kinds of things. As far as calls, I do transplants only. So search for jobs, do your homework, see what floats your boat, go for what you want to do, but explore some new things to learn too. Okay. Number 3 was so search and apply. And number 3 would be prepare to travel. Yeah, prepare to travel, meaning have money for your flight. If you're flying, have enough money saved. If you are to travel by car, you need gas. Gas is not cheap these days either. Your company will reimburse you for it, but it's going to take a minute until they do that. Okay, so the first portion, you're going to have to pay for your own ways. All right. Get your car ready for winter if it's winter, hurricanes, whatever the case is. Make sure that you are prepared when you travel. Okay. Like, for example, I traveled from Las Vegas. I traveled to St. Louis, Missouri. I drove. I absolutely loved being on the road for 3 days. 2 nights I stopped on two different places because I don't really drive nights, being middle-aged lady and having contact lenses. I don't really travel well at night, so I prefer to rest. Okay, so I stopped for 2 nights, but yes, I drove from Las Vegas to St. Louis, and I absolutely loved it. This country is beautiful. Okay, number four. Number four is look for rentals. Look for rentals ahead of time, okay, before you hit the road. I mean, even if you get to your destination and you didn't find anything, you can still find in the last minute Airbnbs, a motel, hotel, stuff like this you can still find, okay? But if you want to save on your money, I highly recommend monthly deals. And I've heard people even going for yearly rentals. Like some people say, I'm going to rent an apartment and I'm going to sign for a 1 year lease. My contract is 13 weeks, but I hope I'm going to extend it. And I weigh the pros and cons with canceling a contract, with whatever. Okay. I don't know. That works for some people and doesn't work for me. Okay. I came in this town. I had a little bit of hard time with Airbnbs and with my first furnish finder. But it's probably, you know, a combination of things where um, it was my new assignment, my first assignment, being a single lady on the road. It's a little bit, you know, more difficult to find your place. So guess where I'm at right now? Not in surgery like you see in the background. I am in a hotel room. So basically, this is what worked for me. Okay. I literally, out of probably desperation, walked in a hotel one day when I got off work and I said, can I please talk to somebody that can accommodate healthcare professionals that come in town to serve your community? Okay, I'm a crisis type of healthcare professional, and I can explain a little bit. So they put me in contact with their salesperson, and they worked out the best deal for me. So I already paid for a month. I'm going to be here this month, and I'm going to be here for December too, and probably until the end of my contract, I'm going to be here. Okay, I can't really tell you how much I paid because it's not really fair to you or to them that made, you know, this deal. You might be able to work a better deal. I don't know. Just just work with it. Okay, go with Airbnb is another place. It's Furnished Finders. Write that down. Furnished Finders. It's an app that you can find month-to-month deals. And I don't know, some people save really good money when they travel to places where they actually have family in town or friends. Like if you have family, friends in St. Louis, come take a job here, stay with them, and you're going to be paying less rent. And all the money that you're making on stipends, you're going to put in your pocket. And that's pretty good, right? Number 5 is get yourself ready mentally. I think it's extremely important to be able to open yourself up to a new experience, to put yourself out there to learn as much as possible. Okay, I highly recommend you don't stay just with your specialty of choice. If you are great doing total joints, more power to you. I don't do those. If you are great doing total joints, I really hope you're flexible enough to learn a FEMPOP bypass, an AV fistula creation, something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Remember, in our field, the more you know, the better. Okay. Flexibility is extremely important, and knowledge is power for yourself and for the facility that takes you in. Okay. So, with that being said, I wish you guys good luck. And let me know if you have any comments. Hope they are nice ones. Give me just a minute to get adjusted with all this recording for YouTube. And in the future, I'm really hoping I'm gonna do a better job. Okay. So good luck to you. I hope this helped.